Hi, my name's Kevin Roman, and I'm here today to show you how to install E&K vintage siding. To install our vintage siding, you're going to need a nail gun, a level, construction adhesive, a measuring tape, a hammer, a chop saw, and a compressor. If you don't have access to a chop saw or a compressor, you can use a miter box, a hand saw, and hand nails. Step one for installing your siding is going to be finding out the square footage of your wall. To do that, you measure width of your wall. This wall happens to be 10 feet wide. 6 feet. Then you multiply width times height to get your square footage. We happen to have 60 square feet on this wall. Now that you know the square footage of your wall, you can buy your material. Our siding happens to come in boxes of 25 square feet. This wall is going to take 3 boxes. Step 2 is going to be drawing a level line. You want to draw your level line approximately in the center of your wall. This will give you a starting point for your first row. Step 3 is installing your first board. When installing your first board, you need to put 3 dabs of construction adhesive. One on the end, one in the middle, and one on the other end. First, you're going to take your board and put it against the level line and push the glue into the wall. Then tack it in place with a few pin nails. After you install your first piece, continue your first row until you complete it all the way across the wall. You want to make sure your boards are in alignment before nailing. When starting your second row, you can see that the shiplap is designed to fit together and interlock. Push the boards together before nailing to ensure a tight seam. When installing your next row, it's important to stagger your seams so that the shiplap interlocks correctly. It's also important when selecting your boards to select varied colors so that you get the multi-colored pattern. When you get to the end of a row, you're going to need to cut the board. Mark your board where it needs to be cut and put it on your chop saw. Installing E&K vintage siding not only adds an attractive and distinctive look to your home, but it also increases the property value. It's a good idea when installing your boards to dry fit them first to make sure you get the right color placement and to make sure that the boards fit snugly. After you've dry fit your boards, you can remove them and get ready to glue and nail them in permanently. As you get to the top row, your boards may need to be trimmed to fit. Once you've completed your top row, you could start working your way down to the bottom. When you get to the bottom, you may have to trim the same as the top. Another way to go about it is to cover the unevenness with a baseboard or molding.